I'm here. Okay, guys, we're doing this. We are really doing this. Okay, 1 second. This is crazy. I'm setting up the one where I go back to so I could redirect you back to this. This is kind of fun. It's like what do you call it? A challenge here. Hold on, just give me 1 minute. I just want to set it up so I'm redirecting you back. Hold on. When it happens, I mean. Okay, customization. We'll do subscribers just so it doesn't get some people that like to attack us. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's do customization. I'll redirect you back when I end. Oh, wait. All right, you guys ready? We're gonna do the new update. If you guys haven't been, if you're just coming in because you weren't following the Shonda, we're going on break from the Shonda case. Okay. So that's why it's just taking 1 second to redo this. So that'll redirect you back. Okay, here we go. So new update, guys. I know we went over this, but there is going to be some new people that are not following Shonda that's going to be in here, I'm sure, or watch it later. Dude, I'm mad. Is there anybody new here that didn't come over from Shonda? Freaking TMZ, I think was wrong. I mean, I want to say yes because it says LAPD says, like they talked to somebody with LAPD, and like TMZ just saying a source, and the rumor is, oh, he has a LAPD source, but Harvey didn't say the LAPD source told me this. This article, local news is saying LAPD says she was not frozen or decapitated. Let me read the article. I'm mad. All right. Who else is mad? I know. Now it's like, who the heck are we supposed to trust anymore? Does anybody know? Because I don't. All right, hold on. This is going to be quick. I know I always say this, but this time, this will be quick. Okay. I'm going to read this over. I know I read it in the last live, but like I said, there's going to be different people in here, at least the people I'm sure that rewatch it. Let me just take one sip of it. Okay, here we go. Los Angeles County Medical Exam. Oh, so the title is Security Hold Placed on Celeste Rivas Hernandez Case, Prompting Criticism from Medical Examiner. So that's another update there. Put a hold on it. Okay. So we're probably not going to get the official information for a minute. Okay. So it says the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner on Monday spoke out against the practice of placing security holds on cases, including the investigation into the death of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Let me take one sip of water. Hold on. Let me close some of these out. Oh, I have a lot of tabs open. Okay. The singer David is considered a suspect in the probe of the teenage girl's death, a source told Eyewitness News last week. On Friday, the Department of Medical Examiner received a court order initiated by Los Angeles Police Department to place a security hold on the teenager's case, officials said. The hold means that no records or details associated with the case, including the cause and manner of death and the medical examiner's report, can be released until the hold is lifted. I just thought of something though, guys. If that is true, then how did the LAPD give that information officially? Because I know TMZ is like this unofficial thing. They're doing it and they're leaking it. But if no information is supposed to be about, I mean, that would include like what they're saying, you would think. I just thought of that. Now this is making me like doubt this. If there is a hold, so it would be any details, including cause of death, manner of death, and I guess that wouldn't be manner of death, cause of death, but it would be kind of medical examiner's report in a way. I know it wouldn't be the details, so maybe not. Maybe they just wanted to get in front of it because it was bad information and they just wanted to put that out there like, this is not what it is. Okay. It's probably okay. Sorry. I just had a moment where I'm like analyzing everything now of how they're wording things. Anyway, so nothing can be released until the hold is lifted, unfortunately. The mission of the Department of Medical Examiner is to have full transparency with the community by providing information about our cases to empower people to make changes that save lives, Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Odie Ukpo said in a statement. Since becoming the department head, I've worked on eradicating the practices of placing security holds on medical examiner cases simply by law enforcement request. Hold on, I want to make sure I have full. Yeah, I just want to make sure I had full resolution on too. Um, wow, I don't know. It says the practice of security holds is virtually unheard of in other counties and has not been proven to improve outcomes in the legal system, Ukpo added. We are dedicated to serving our community with full transparency. However, the law precludes us from doing so while the court order remains in this case. Let me make this one more bigger. Sorry, I'm always like, I want you guys to be able to read it with me. Okay. Um, According to the statement, the Department of Medical Examiner previously received a request for a security hold from LAPD on Celeste's case, September 15th, which was denied due to insufficient justification to warrant the hold. The Department of Medical Examiner statement said it understands the public's interest in this case and remains committed to transparency when possible. Information will be made available once the court order is lifted. For questions about the court order, timeline, and law enforcement investigation into this death, please contact the LAPD. Here's the big thing here. Okay. While the medical examiner has not yet determined an official cause of Celeste's death, investigators said her body was dismembered. The LAPD says reports that the teen had been decapitated and her body frozen are false. What the heck? Based on what they have learned in the case, investigators believe David played a role in her death and got help from others in trying to dispose of her body, sources say. One source said they are focusing on certain individuals, and those individuals are concerned now that they know Los Angeles police are focusing in on them. They better be. David has not cooperated with investigators from the beginning, sources said, despite what his PR reps have claimed. David, whose real name is David Anthony Burke, is a suspect in the eyes of investigators, but not officially under the law because officers don't have the probable cause to make the arrest yet. Okay, so this is just recapping the case. I don't think there's anything new in this. It does say police located the body inside a bag placed in the front trunk of the Tesla. LAPD sources said the body was dismembered and in a state of decomposition. So I guess it is true that she was dismembered, it sounds like, but not decapitated or not frozen. So that, remember, it was found in the car was impounded and it was in the lot for 2 days, abandoned. After the foul odor, after 2 days being impounded, they started smelling it and then investigated it. For those of you that maybe aren't familiar with some of the specifics. Yeah. So I'm gonna read you the SF investigate again because, like I said, some people weren't over there, and I just think that that's worth reading. Sorry, I was just seeing it, making sure there wasn't anything else in there. Okay. So now I want to read. Where is that from? Oh, so look, here is this was from here, somebody posted this in Reddit. Uh Says, "What do you think the COD is or might be? I know you said in the past you thought it was an overdose. Do you still think that? I think she was strangled." Steve SF investigator says, "No, I don't think that any longer. Other evidence has shown it's intentional. Court file documents Friday proved it's not only homicide investigation, it's a murder investigation." Okay, so I want to read this. Oh, I should just put that in there so we have them up. I'm going to read this over and see if there's anything else too. So he posted this 13 hours ago. Maybe some of you guys read it, but I think it's worth reading. Because it's the holidays, and I feel bad for hurting little Maddie's feelings yesterday. So Maddie's that one guy he's having this feud with, uh, because he's like the SF is almost accusing him of putting out wrong information, and Matt's been saying stuff about him. Okay. And the one thing he said that he was, basically getting information and making minors sign NDAs, and that Mina, if you saw my last live, admitted that she did, or she or he, forget if that's a girl or guy, I can't keep track of all these people. She or he did see that video of the last person to park that Tesla, the last person in that Tesla that drove it and parked it in that spot. Anyway, so it says, because it's the holidays and I feel bad for hurting little Maddie's feelings yesterday, I'm doing a charity giveaway in his name. If Maddie or anyone else can show proof that I ever had anyone from Discord sign an NDA, I will donate $1 million in cash within 24 hours to the charity of Maddie's choice in his name. Happy holidays, Maddie. You're about to change the future of a deserving charity. In fact, it doesn't even have to involve anyone from Discord. If you can show proof that I have ever had anyone sign an NDA in any case whatsoever, I will donate the 1 million within 24 hours. You know what? It's the holidays, so let's make it even simpler. Just show proof that I have ever asked anyone to sign an NDA, whether they actually did or not, and I will donate the money in Maddie's name. But wait, there's more. If you can show proof that anyone I have spoken to on the David Discord is a minor, as Maddie claimed, I will donate an additional $1 million. This should be exciting for Maddie because, according to him, this is already a confirmed fact. And surely the other people, like the one person who started the 4,867 Reddit threads, must have proof as well. So Maddie and Reddit thread person, here's your chance to make this a wonderful holiday season for the charity of your choice. If you can prove your claims, then not only are you lying, but you are also charity thieves who deprived a charity of $2 million. So if you can't prove your claims, then not only are you lying, but you're also charity thieves who deprived a charity of $2 million. You wouldn't do that, would you? Oh my Lord. This is kind of getting out of hand though with all this. It's just like, come on, work together, work together. Oh, here we go. This is his thing on this new stuff, I think. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Let me see. It says, excellent and accurate reporting from Richard Winton at the LA Times regarding Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Today, a captain at LAPD told the LA Times Williams on Monday stated the body was not decapitated and had not been frozen as some media outlets have reported. The motion filed in the court to seal the medical examiner's report, which includes the cause and manner of death, stated that this is not only a homicide investigation, but a murder investigation. The LA Times reported LAPD Detective Joshua Byers, a veteran of the Elite Robbery Homicide Division, filed a declaration on Friday that described their probe as a murder investigation, according to court documents. It has been painful to watch people accept the frozen and dismembered narrative that TMZ put out, but they still are saying dismembered, though. That same report that he's quoting, I'm confused because it does say dismembered still, right? That's what I understood. It said dismembered, but she wasn't frozen or decapitated. I don't know. Anyway, it should be the frozen and decapitated narrative that TMZ put out. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to be legit, but that doesn't say that she wasn't dismembered. Oh, I'm glad LAPD has now confirmed that this information was incorrect. Oh, my mom just dropped something. He's talking about how they previously denied a request for security hold on the case. Okay. Sorry, I'm just going through this. Sorry, I'm not looking in chat because I feel like I'm in a rush to get back to the hearing. So, same thing. Okay, that's the same thing that I just read. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else real quick just before I end it. Hold on one second. Just give me 1 second. Let me see if there's anything else that could be kind of interesting. I don't think. I think that's just the main thing. I mean, like I said, there may be. Oh, let's see what this is. I don't know what this is about. It says it looks like him and his sister singing, but it says this is important to post. Somebody posted it on Reddit. Let's see if it's any good. Oh, I hope I have my audio shared. I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if I shared it. I don't know if I should do it. Can you hear it? Can you guys hear that or no? I don't know if I should play the rest and risk hold on, I want to see if it's the sound. Come on, click on it. Sometimes it takes forever. Oh, you could. Okay. Sometimes it's such a delay on comments that it takes forever to get the feedback. Is this the one where he's singing with his sister, the Celeste? I'm trying to think what he was wearing. I'm sure he brought out his sister quite a few times, though. I gotta go look at that picture. I forget what he was wearing for that. No, the last time she was when she, let's see. I don't know, does anybody remember? You hear screaming? Yeah, okay. So you're hearing the right thing. Let me see if there's anything else real quick. I'm just looking at Reddit real quick because if there is anything, they'll probably have it since they don't have a lot of time to really look far. Yeah, I think that's it for right now. Does anybody know anything? Oh, wait a minute. I wanted to actually, hold on, let me bring my, did you guys see my community post? I wanted to say something about that because I just did a community post. Hold on, let me bring it up. Hold on 1 second. This right here. Did you guys see this? So I'm not going to play this song because this video because he'll for sure copyright, I think, because it's the whole music video. But Flojo's like, take a look at this video, One More Dance. It was one of David's music videos. He's like, I think it looks like it plays out the whole scene and stuff. So I'm looking at it, and then I see the timestamp up there, and it's a made up video. So that means he purposely put this time and date. And I was like, what the heck? He has January 29th. Okay. So these two, and the weird thing is these two look like Celeste in a way and Neo, but they're not Celeste and Neo, but they look like Celeste and Neo. And they murder somebody. They go to the store and buy a shovel to bury. Well, in the video, it's David. They bury him alive. But so the date is 129 around 1 a.m. And then they do a police cam right here. I don't know, let me click on it because you could see the whole thing. Oh, well, it's a bigger picture, but it's not letting me click on it. Huh. Anyway, it's you could see the date. That's the important thing. It's a fleet cam, but he has the same timestamp. It starts the same thing around 1 a.m., January 29th, 2025. And there is a big group of people that think she was killed in January. And I think the reason is because FS says investigators said the last proof of life was what January 2nd was the last picture that he could find. I think it was. Could this be like him telling, that him trying to say something? Like, could this date be important? January 29th, 2025, 1 a.m. The cop cam. It's just a fake video they made up, but the cop cam has that, and so does the camera where they go in the store to steal the shovel or buy the shovel and stuff. And you could, from what we've learned, he doesn't just, there's intention with what he does with everything, with his music and his videos and everything he does it with intention. Anyway, That's all I could do right now. I'm sure there could be other little things out there, but I am gonna go back to, Shonda's, hearing. Wait, what's this? Hold on, let me just see. Does this have anything in it? This is the same thing, but I wonder if it has anything extra. And why is that? There we go. So this says, LAPD captain reveals what cops saw when Celeste Rivas was found dead in David's trunk, and she wasn't frozen. Let's see if this has anything new. It probably doesn't because I feel like they're all taking it from the same source. Let's see. She's 14 years old when she was killed, was subsequently discovered dead inside the trunk of a Tesla belonging to a musician. So, LAD captain and commanding officer of robbery homicide tells people exclusively that Rivas Hernandez was not decapitated and her body parts were not frozen. So they are the ones that they told, huh? I was thinking it was the opposite. So it sounds like, unless if they did it, made a statement with a couple of different, but they're obviously they talked to somebody from people, LAPD. Um, Celeste's body was not frozen, Williams said. She was not decapitated. The whole frozen thing doesn't even make sense. I'm going to read this real quick and then I'll end it. Okay. And you guys, if you want to follow me over to the Shonda thing, just stay in chat. When I end it, it'll take you right over there. So Celeste was 14 when she was killed, was subsequently discovered dead inside the trunk of a Tesla belonging to musician David in September. Now the Los Angeles Police Department captain is debunking rumors surrounding her remains. LAPD captain and commanding officer of robbery homicide division, Scott Williams, tells people exclusively that Rivas Hernandez was not frozen and was not decapitated, as previously reported by local media. Celeste's body was not frozen, Williams said. She was not decapitated. The whole frozen thing doesn't even make sense. Her body was in the car for weeks. Williams continues, even if she had been frozen solid when she was put in the car, which there's no evidence to suggest she was, 5 or more weeks in the trunk of a car in sweltering heat in the middle of summer would not have resulted in a partially frozen body being discovered on September 8th. I wish I would have read this first. I saw this one pop up first, but then in chat, somebody kept saying LAPD local, and I just picked the local one. But this actually is focusing on this. This was the first thing that came up too on mine. But then I was thinking it was maybe people took it from somebody else. So I thought, oh, maybe they're probably talked to the local station. No, they talked, People's the one they talked to. It looks like the one that he talked to. Wow. Rivas Hernandez was first reported missing from Lake Elsinore. Okay, so there you go. And when we checked earlier, which I still think it's going to be the same, they didn't edit the article about TMZ didn't edit the article. I understand the video, that's fine, and they just want to put out a statement and correct it. But and they don't want to take down the video. That's fine in my eyes because I get it. But like, because a lot of times with cases, things come out, and as the case progresses, you can't just take down all your videos because once they're up there like that, you can't edit them like that really. You can only edit like one edit per, at least on YouTube. Once you make one edit, it's like you can't keep doing it. But anyway, but the article I don't understand because it's on their website. They should just be able to go in and edit the article, in my opinion. But I don't know. It's still there. So put a 1 real quick. We'll take a quick little poll. Put a 1 if you think they are going to come out and correct it. They're at least going to make a statement. I mean, TMZ, that they're going to come out and say, hey, we were wrong. Our sources must have been wrong, and correct the stuff. Now, I'm not saying take down their stuff or anything, but just correct it and say, hey, we're wrong about this. We must have got bad information. And put a 2 if you think they are just, wait, no, we're going to have three options. Put a 2 if you think they're just not going to say anything. They're just going to go on. And put a 3 if you think they're going to double down and say, no, our source is right. That person's wrong. That's not, no, our source, we're standing behind our source. I'm going to go with 2. But wait, that's going to be hard because how could they continue? Wait a minute. How can they continue covering this case and not address that though? That would be tough because they would have to continue it. So they would have to, I feel like they have to address it or they're just going to not continue it anymore. Do you see what I'm saying? Because how could they keep covering it and that not come up? I think if they're going to continue covering it, I do think they're going to have to say something. I don't think it's possible not to. I don't see how it could be, but maybe they'll wait until, watch this happen. Watch them wait till they get another tip. Okay. And then instead of coming out now and saying I'm wrong, they get another tip, come out with that. Ooh, breaking news. We got a new information. Give the information and be like, okay, sorry, the frozen stuff is wrong, but this, wait till you hear this. So then it's almost like they think everybody's going to forget about that because they got another big tip and oh my God, what do they have now type thing. I could see them doing that. Wait till they get something else big to say and then use it as like, oh, sorry about that. Yeah, we were wrong about this, but listen to this. That's what I think is going to happen. But how are we going to trust it now? All right, guys. Come back over. Yeah, we were watching it. We took a break. There was a break. I know I'm a little bit late. I'm going to rewind it. We've been on. Yeah, we've been live streaming it. We just can't. I just took a break on this and then we're going to, as soon as I end it, it's going to get transferred back over there. I'll just have to rewind it. All right, guys. Well, let me see what you're putting. 2, 1, 3. Okay. Yeah, just stay in chat. Whoever said that, we ain't got no quit, and you'll get right transferred over to part 2 of the Shonda. Oh, really? Hold on. I didn't know that. Where's the update though? Oh, it's right. How did I miss that? Because they used the same picture. I thought it was the same thing. Hold on. This is getting crazy. Okay. They're saying nope. Wow. I'm mad because I freaking, well, I'm glad I saw this before. I would have been mad if I ended it. I had their site up. This was staring right at me, but it was the picture of the same one they used for the other one. And I thought it was the same article. This is new. Okay. They're standing behind it. Look at this. See, look, this says 10 a.m. Dude, when I had this up over there, like what, an hour ago, this was not up. That's why these times, I don't understand. These times aren't right. That was not up like an hour ago. Anyway, okay. Medical examiner source disputes LAPD body was partially frozen. LAPD has come out officially to dispute TMZ story that the body of Celeste Rivas was partially frozen when it was examined, but one source has doubled down. Doubled down. It was number 3. They doubling down. Wow, and that was the one I did not really think they would do. Who put number 3? Because you guys are right. I don't know what to believe, though. I don't know. A source connected to LA County Medical Examiner insists Celeste's body was partially frozen when it was discovered inside a car registered to singer David. I still do not understand how it could be partially frozen. 40 days. That's like common sense, though, is telling me how is that possible unless if somebody snuck in the middle of the night sometime after the car was already parked and put her in there. This is in square contradiction to what LAPD is saying on the record. It is interesting, in one document from the medical examiner, it reads, the decedent was not live scanned due to waterlogged fingers. Huh. Wow. Translation, the ME was unable to fingerprint Celeste's body. The medical examiner was put a security hold on the case. The medical examiner has put a security hold on the case. As the LAPD continues to investigate, TMZ broke the story. Although medical examiner has not determined a cause of death, the LAPD is viewing the case as a homicide and David is a suspect. We're told there is a second suspect as well, someone who helped in the dismemberment of the body. Dang it. This is crazy. As we reported, our sources say the ME may not be able to determine cause or manner of death because of the state of the body was in when it was discovered. LAPD sources tell TMZ the relationship between the medical examiner and the LAPD has been strained over the last few years. So wait, is it possible that the medical examiner wouldn't give LAPD the information then because of it? The hold wouldn't not it wouldn't not let LAPD have the information, right? Do you think they would be holding back and giving them wrong information or something? I don't. This is crazy. What do you guys think? Who do you believe? Okay, so I do think this possibility. Okay, maybe she was frozen and kept frozen. Okay, I'm considering that, but I am having trouble believing that she was frozen when they found her. I don't think it's possible unless it's that the trunk freezer thing. Wow. This is crazy. Oh, I know. We're gonna go. We're just gonna rewind it, Mallory. I know. We're just it's okay. We'll be over there in a minute. I figured it was on. They were supposed to start at 2:30. Um, oh, yeah, that's what we were talking about. I know. But then there's like, wouldn't the battery die at one point? So yeah, it would. I mean, still, like, there would be a point the battery would probably die, or I wonder how long a battery can last doing that. And then when it die, I don't know. Maybe 3 was their winner. I mean, no winner. I shouldn't even say it like that, but 3 was the people that were right about what they did. 3 was that they're gonna double down. And that's what they did. Double down and said, nope, they're wrong. We have a medical examiner. LAPD is wrong, is what they're saying. All right, TMZ. I'm going to continue following and seeing what you got. I'm going to be following everybody because I see, I mean, and then in the end, we'll see who ends up actually being credible. But the medical examiner would have more information. I would feel like they're the ones directly that would be given the information to LAPD about her. So, I mean, I mean, if that is true and it is the medical examiner and it's not just some medical examiner that heard something, it's actually the medical examiner, one of them that was there or somebody that was in that office and was actually there, then I would, and then against somebody from LAPD, I would probably lean more towards the medical examiner because they were there directly working. They would be the first person account. So I would have to go with the medical examiner side, right? What is my mom doing down there? All right, guys, we're going over to Shonda. Thanks for coming over here.